Hello, vaqueros. This is your Student Government Association with an important reminder. Please do not ride personal transportation devices such as scooters, bikes, or skateboards on covered walkways. We know they're very handy when you're on a time crunch, but it's for the safety of you and your fellow vaqueros. When crossing the Bronx, walking on the bridge, or using a crosswalk, remember to dismount and walk with your device. Let's work together to keep our campus safe for all vaqueros.
Coming up, 2 new confirmed cases of West Nile virus reported in Cameron County. What we know so far.
Plus, the University of Texas announces its new free tuition program. The details in minutes.
And with the new year on the horizon, we take a look back at the UTRGV Athletics 2024 season. KVAQ-TV starts now. Hey vaqueros, I am Fernanda Gonzalez.
And I am Dathan Trevino. This is the 14th fall edition of KVAQ-TV.
Today is Monday, December 2nd, and at the top of the newscast.
Cameron County Public Health has released a report stating 2 local cases of West Nile virus now detected among residents. Our reporter, Celine Bocanegra, spoke with the Cameron County Health Administrator. Celine, what did the administrator say about the cases?
Yes, Dathan, I spoke with Administrator O'Hara last week. This is what she had to say about the cases. 2 confirmed cases of West Nile virus were reported just 2 weeks ago. Cameron County's Health Administrator Esmeralda O'Hara says the symptoms of the West Nile virus and dengue are very similar, and the only way to find out what you have is with a test. O'Hara describes some of the symptoms people have reported after contracting one of the viruses.
The West Nile is more in terms of your nervous system, and the dengue is more hemorrhagic. So like the bleeding, sometimes people bleed from their eyes and so forth. And so it's 2 different, it's 2 differences clinically speaking.
O'Hara went on to explain that there are treatments to help those who have the virus and advise people to seek medical help. She also says Cameron County sprays a pesticide when activity is high to prevent further cases. The Centers for Disease Control advises to use DEET insect repellent, long sleeves, and pants in the meantime. Back to you, Dathan.
Peak flu season runs from December to February, and the Centers for Disease Control still recommends individuals to get the flu shot, stating each flu season is different and can affect people differently. UTRGV is providing free flu shots to current students at UT Health RGV student health locations. In Brownsville, the UT Health RGV Student Health is located at the Cortez Hall Suite 237, and the Edinburgh location is 613 North Sugar Road. You can contact the clinic at the following numbers. Walk-ins are welcome and no appointment is needed.
The University of Texas System Board of Regents Academic Affairs Committee announced mid-November a plan to expand tuition-free education for UT undergraduates. Dubbed the Promise Plus program, this expansion promises to adjust eligibility for students whose families with adjusted gross income of $100,000 or less. This comes after a long trend of UT institutions pledging to help students with affordability costs. According to a statement from the Academic Affairs Committee, UTRGV has covered over 90% of its residents' undergraduate tuition, the largest no-cost tuition program in Texas and largest in the U.S. The UT system will implement expansion of the Promise Plus program beginning next fall across all UT institutions. And now to another accomplishment for UTRGV.
The university is being recognized on the Wall Street Journal as the #1 college for best social mobility and best value public university in the state.
We intend to continue along that pathway, helping students graduate with minimal or no debt.
According to the Wall Street Journal, in collaboration with College Pulse, the rankings for social mobility were determined based on the admission numbers of low-income students, while maintaining high graduation rates. As for best value, the factors include how quickly graduate students pay off the average price of the student's years of study. Wall Street Journal calls this the years to pay off net price. UTRGV President Guy Bailey shares he was very pleased to see that UTRGV was listed on the Wall Street Journal.
We differ from a lot of universities. So if, you know, we are more deeply rooted in our communities than most universities are. We call ourselves a community empowered research university. 90% of our full-time undergraduates paid no tuition or fees. Nobody in the country has a figure like that. We're always looking for ways to tweak that or add to it and make that even better.
In addition, Bailey, UTRGV stated that the award serves to recognize universities for the increasing number of degrees awarded to undergraduate students.
The combination of the APLU Degree Completion Award and this Wall Street Journal recognition for social mobility and value is really gratifying.
Starting this spring, UTRGV Parking and Transportation Services will offer a new pickup and drop-off location for the Harlingen campus. The new location will be at the Harlingen Convention Center at 701 Harlingen Heights Drive. The change will take effect starting January 21st. According to the PTS website, the new location provides a covered shelter, outdoor seating, access to public Wi-Fi, public restrooms, and connections to Valley's Metro's Orange Line. A new mural painted by a national artist right here in Edinburgh. The artist was selected from a pool of applicants by the Cultural Activities Board. Our reporter Perla Cortez was with him last week. Perla, you were there when he was working on the piece. What can you tell us about it?
Yes, Verona, I was there when he started on the mural in mid-November, and it was a combination of rich colors that resembled our culture here at home and a tribute to our fallen heroes. Have a look yourself. A freelance artist from Chicago is painting a mural for the city of Edinburgh on South Closner Boulevard in hopes to capture the American landscape in the Rio Grande Valley. The artist Mauricio Ramirez specializes in making interior and exterior murals. Although he is not native to the valley, he said that he chose Edinburgh because of how unique the community is and the art within its culture.
I took a site visit here a couple months ago and I just immersed myself into the culture. You know, what's important. I see how you guys name your streets, you know, whose place, what's important. You know, I know I'm an outsider, but I really took time to just listen to, you know, what the local attitudes were and what their beliefs were to just try to help them visualize it through like my filter and, you know, my worldview and stuff, and hopefully like have people be something proud of that they could see.
Ramirez hopes the mural inspires more community art creation within the Rio Grande Valley. He advises young individuals to never stop doing what they love because eventually people will notice. The mural is located at 315 South Closner Boulevard in Edinburgh, Texas.
Coming up, take a look at how UTRGV Athletics performed this semester and what to expect in the spring. More in minutes. Stay with us.
This is KVAQ-TV.
Several UTRGV teams have wrapped up their fall schedules as a part of the Southland Conference for the first time. Reporter Desiree Villanueva breaks down how some sports ended their fall seasons. Desiree?
As spring 2025 approaches, some teams could look back to reflect on their performances during the fall, as other teams prepare for their season right around the corner.
The UTRGV volleyball team lost 3-1 in the quarterfinals of the Southland tournament against opponent Incarnate Word Cardinals at the Southeastern University Center.
The Vaqueros finished their season with an overall record of 16-11. Now let's run over to cross country.
The UTRGV cross country teams ended their seasons with a 24-26 finish for the men and 22-29 for women at the NCAA South Central Regional Championship November 15th.
Now, let's take a look on how the soccer teams did.
Men's soccer finished its season with an overall record of 4-7-5 and failed to reach the Western Athletics Conference tournament. On the women's side, the Vaqueros reached the Southland tournament but lost to Stephen F. Austin in their first round.
The tennis teams competed in a handful of tournaments throughout the fall, summing up in Houston and Louisiana.
For men's tennis, redshirt junior Sam Whitehead and sophomore Ivo Izquierdo reached the double semifinals of the SLC Fall Tournament October 26 in Louisiana. The duo fell 6-0-4 to number 1 seed Pablo Perez Ramos and Will Jenkins of the New Jersey Institute of Technology. Women's tennis wrapped its season with 3 wins on day 3 of the Rice Invitational November 10th in Houston. Sophomore Madeline Joff, freshman Maria Bactina, and sophomore Rhea Makiskar all secured wins to close the fall schedule.
Golf saw successes at the end of their fall schedules.
Senior Juan Luis de Bentecortuque placed first in the Men's Golf Monterrey Collegiate Classic October 26 after finishing 13th under in 3 rounds. UTRGV finished 5th in the tournament. Women's golf closed its fall schedule with a 3-2 win against the Texas A&M Corpus Christi Islanders October 25th in McAllen.
What's next for UTRGV Athletics in the spring?
Men's and women's basketball teams will continue their seasons. Both teams will face Stephen F. Austin in their first conference game of the season this week. The men will play at 6:30 p.m. Thursday and the women at 2 p.m. Saturday at home.
UTRGV baseball will kick off against Southern Illinois University February 14th at home. For KVAQ-TV in Edinburgh, Desiree Villanova.
Great job, Vaqueros. Have a great rest of the semester.
We'll be back January 21st. Happy holidays.
For KVAQ-TV, I'm Dathan Trevino.
And I am Fernanda Gonzalez.
Visa!